Hello. So it is midnight, 34 minutes past midnight, and I woke up about an hour ago because I fell asleep on the couch after I came in from college. Bad times. Um, Now Goff's away to bed after playing Fallout forever, and I'm wide awake, so I'm going to go play some Fallout. But I thought I'd do a video first, just because I thought, why not? I don't know if I really make this quite obvious, but I follow Guru Gossip quite often. It's gurugossip.omgforum.net, specifically to follow the car crash known as Candy Johnson. She's crazy. She's this makeup guru. I can't even call her a makeup artist. She's not. She's really not. She's been kind of called out quite a few times for scamming people out of money and loads of different things. I was reading things that she's been up to recently, and I'm like, how can people get away with this? Like, seriously. For instance, she put a donate button up a few years back when she got into trouble with the law. Her son was playing with aerosols and matches. He was unsupervised in a house on his own with a friend, and a neighbour called out, and she ended up going to court because obviously she was in trouble for leaving the kid unsupervised, and he ended up in quite a lot of trouble. Police were called out. It was a big thing. She put a donate button up because she needed help with her legal fees, saying that she was innocent and she was going to fight it and she was a good mum, and you know, just all that good stuff. And people donated. They donated in their thousands. There was over 7,000 that she admitted to that was donated in just a few short days, and she was talking about how every dollar or every cent was a kiss and a heart and sparkles, and she was so thankful and blah blah blah. She was going to fight this and it was great. And then 3 days later she posted pictures of a shopping trip she went through to Los Angeles, took her mum shopping, and posted pictures of everything that she shopped for, which was not cheap. I mean, getting from where she lives, I believe it's Nevada, I might be wrong, to get to there from to get to Los Angeles, to spend all that money, and then she went to court and pleaded guilty. She pleaded guilty. She had no reason to have a lawyer's fund because she wasn't fighting the case. She raised all that money for nothing. Well, not for nothing. She went shopping with it. She didn't refund the money. She didn't apologise at all. She never answered any questions that people had. I mean, there was one lady in particular who's on the Guru Gossip forum, who is a former Candy fan. She donated over $500 when she was quite ill, and I hope you don't mind me talking about this. I'm not going to say your name. I know you know who you are. She was unwell and she wanted to do something good for somebody else. Obviously, she wasn't feeling in a great place herself, and she got jack shit for it. Nothing. No thank you, apart from, oh, censor, hearts and flowers and sparkling unicorn book, yay. That poor woman, and that she's not the only one. I mean, there's been so many people come forward and said, I donated money, and for what, you know? I was struggling myself. I thought I was helping a fellow struggling mother. I thought I was doing something good and karma, and you know, and it's for what? It's for somebody to scam them, basically. And she's done other things with money. I mean, she'd done these whole laminars where you were supposed to go along and be taught how to do makeup. I remember reading about it when she first announced it and thinking, well, that sounds pretty cool. Taught how to do makeup from a sort of career perspective, to have like this certification of authenticity, like you've went to these schools and everything, and then all this started not adding up quite. Like, she's not registered, which you have to be, and there's certain states in America, and I certainly know in her state, that she has to be certificated, and she's not. She didn't actually do anything that she hasn't already done in her videos for free. She mostly talked about how to live your life full of love and not to let the haters in and all that jazz, really motivational speakers, you know. So people were paying well over the odds for this. I mean, somebody said it was between $300 and $600. That's probably not including, you know, travelling costs, and if you're coming from out of state or even out the country, which some people did, that's also, you know, accommodation fees and everything. And again, for what exactly? So it annoys me. I've never been personally affected by what she's done. I can definitely feel angry and empathise with people who have been directly affected. But I started off liking her because she done Halloween looks. Oh no, costume looks, not Halloween looks. She doesn't believe in Halloween. She's a good Christian girl. She done these, and I thought they were pretty cool, and I started watching it, and it became less about the makeup and more about how her life was perfect but not quite perfect, but perfect but not quite perfect, and please put her pity me. And I thought, what the seriously? I'm here to spend 5 minutes watching somebody else put makeup on that's better than me. I didn't want to know about this woman's life. But the more I found out about her life from her, the more I thought, nah, something's not adding up, which is how I found Guru Gossip. But anyway, I sort of go off on a tangent there. The reason I mention this is because it is something that's really quite important to me, and I probably could go on about Candy for another 2 hours, but I won't, I'll spare you. It's just this whole Regretsy incident is really peeved me off, so to speak. Take in comparison Candy, who raised over $7,000 for nothing, and put it in direct comparison with Regretsy, who were doing this charity drive for families who have kids that are struggling this Christmas, because, you know, we all know at least a couple of families, hell, we're struggling, you know, we're in a lot better position than most, but we are still struggling, and we don't have kids to wake up on Christmas Day and think we don't have anything for them, you know. So I can definitely think, well, anything that's going to give families like that a chance at not the most amazing Christmas in the world. I'm not talking like, you know, PS3s and new mountain bikes or whatever. I'm talking about lovely little gifts that really mean something, just to have something to open Christmas Day, or even, you know, just anything, you know, just something to make it a little bit more special for people who can. Excuse me. So yeah, they decided to put this donate button up, and the donations just flooded in. I mean, how amazing is that? I don't know anybody who isn't struggling right now in Britain, and I know that with the whole healthcare thing and everything, it is worse in America. I truly believe that. And people still donated. People were donating so much money, and before they knew it, in a few days, they thought, do you know what, we can do even more for these families. We can actually give them money, and they can pay off a bill, or they can maybe make sure that Christmas dinner's sorted, or, you know, we can actually give them presents and some cash because you guys are so generous. And then PayPal shut them down. You know, it's PayPal shut them down and went, nope, we're not having this, we're not having this one little bit. How dare you raise money for these families? And I'm sure you've seen it all online, and, you know, and it's just like, why, what? You know, it is complete brain dribbling out my ears insanity. Like, why would they do that? And in what way is this woman whose business account it's all going into, who's been a customer, a personal customer and a professional customer for over 10 years, suddenly scamming all these people? I don't get it. I don't get how somebody who is as dependable as Alice, I believe her name is suddenly scamming all these people because there's an irregularity in her account, and how the donate button was used inappropriately. Donating to a certain place to make sure that somebody else gets a better quality of life, even just for a day, that's inappropriate. Where else did they do that? Oh yeah, when they donated to somebody to get a better quality of life for one day by taking other people's money shopping. Yeah, that never got reviewed. You know, it's just like, so she got away with it scot-free. There's people still fighting for the money several years on, and charity is the one that get. I'm seriously cannot phantom in my head why PayPal thought this was okay. And then to actually say, oh, you can't raise money for poor families. We usually use that for like, was it cats or something? They said something about you can raise money for unwell cats or something. Like, oh, well, okay. So you take these two scenarios here. You take the scam, you take the charity. Which one would you punish? Which one would you punish any time of year, but especially Christmas? Which one would you punish? Yeah, scam every time. But you know, I'm kind of glad that it happened to a big company. Not a big company, I suppose, a well-known company like Regretsi, because they were able to have the numbers that they needed to say, we're not happy with this and we're going to let you know constantly. I mean, PayPal done all they could. They deleted comments, they says, oh, but you done this wrong, oh, but you done that wrong, you didn't understand our acceptable usage policy when it says da 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 da. They tried and they failed miserably, because the more they pushed, the more the internet pushed back, and thankfully they've managed to give this sort of oops soz haha and you know, do this whole donation thing. The thing that really pisses me off though is when they told Alice that what she was doing wasn't right and she had to refund all the money and everything. They were going to have a fee from the donatee to the donator. That's wrong. They were going to have people who were donating money getting to her, they would take a fee off that. And then for her to refund the money back that she didn't want to refund back, the person who originally donated didn't want the money back, PayPal were still taking a fee for that. That's free money. That is actually free money. And considering how much money there was, they got a good deal of money out of that. And what they've done in return is they've refunded her $77 for no apparent reason, and also said that they would give $100, sorry, British, $100 gift card to every family that they were helping. Sarcasm enough for you yet? What a crock of... I want to cancel my PayPal account. I don't want to give any amount of money to a corporation that refused to take responsibility for their actions and then went, oops, soz. I don't want to. It would make it bad enough that this has happened on its own, but the fact that I know that the people like Candy Johnson just totally abuse that donate button, and I know there's many more out there. I know I'm using this as an example because I'm reading about it right now. There's so many people out there abusing that button, and you don't hear about them. They don't get caught. They don't get their money took away from them and refunded back to the poor people that's been scammed in the first place. No, this was done because the publicity was too big. That was it. And because of that, I don't want to give any cash to PayPal ever, even if it's just 3 cents, 3 pence, 4 pence, you know. I don't. So what's my options? Do I go to Google checkout? Do I try somewhere else? What are my options? Because I know there's a lot of people just left PayPal for this, and I think I will be one of them. Anyway, if you've got any ideas, throw them my way as usual. If not, I suppose we can leave it at that. Stay tuned for my video on Thursday. I will be doing a video on Thursday. In fact, technically, it is Thursday. I can get away with this. No, I'll do a video tomorrow. Well, when I wake up after I go to sleep tonight, I will do another video. Probably I'll have makeup on, which I don't right now. So, anyway, I'll catch you later. Bye.